What's happening, everybody? I am Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. On this very, very spring-like day in Atlanta, Georgia area, Metro ATL. Oh man, yeah, it's very springish today. It's freaking 73 degrees, it says. I can't even believe that I'm looking at that. Not after weeks ago we had snow on the ground, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was supposed to only get up to about 60 today. I don't know, maybe that's because my car got to adjust. I don't know if y'all like mine, but when I first get in, if it's warm inside the car, I mean, it's supposed to be reading the temperature outside, but I feel like it'd be reading the temperature inside the car. But I got my windows cracked, trying to even it out, see what it's gonna say in a minute. But I think it literally is at least 70 degrees, but it's not changing. It's 73 degrees. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, we all wow, but that's global warmed Atlanta. That's what it is. You'll get a wave of snow and then it'll jump right there. That's just a wave. That's all it was. That's just like it says. Amazing system came through, which was long overdue because we should have been getting snow for the last few years. We needed that snow. We had not had a chill like that in years. We had been having some brutal winters. Like last 2 winters were like, yeah, real winters when it came to December, January, and summer, February. Like usually December and January gonna get cold, but the last 2 they did it. They did it. But before that, I remember it would be stuff like this. It'd be like 70-something degrees in December, 70-something degrees in January. I'd be like, what the hell? So then it started getting cold, but it never really, even we wouldn't get them ice and snow systems. So this year when we got that, like I say, it kind of got it back on track. So here we are back to the weirdness again, though, like I say, 70-something degrees end of January. Crazy. And people crack me up how they get loose with it so quick and start shedding all their clothes. Well, some people, not everybody, but folk be walking around in flip-flops and shorts and stuff. I'd be like, yeah, y'all just doing too much. You ain't over your flu and your cold and you out here dressed like that. Like, why don't you get your ass inside and put on at least a long sleeve, something like, see, I wish I still was selling these, but these are my ONYXCON fishing tournament jerseys, one of many in a collection that I designed. Yes, I designed all of these. And this one is for Wakanda Forever. You can't see the whole thing right now, but I got pics of it online you can check out. If you just put in the hashtag ONYXCON FT for ONYXCON Fishing Tournament, you might see this and other jerseys for sure. So it say ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Got some of the sponsors on here. I Get It, green cleaning product. No longer in business, but at the time, always and forever, a very powerful sponsor and appreciative sponsor of ONYXCON. ONYXCON Fishing Tournament, big logo right here on the arm. I see the hearts going up, the love going up. Appreciate you, whoever you may be. That's what's up. Appreciate that. Got my gar going in the formation of the claws on the Black Panther motif. That's one of my favorite elements right there, how I do that right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. United Lad 6000, I see you, what's good? So these are gar, long nose gar. That's what those are. And I drew that. Those are silhouettes of the fish. There's also a version where you can see the actual drawing of the fish. There's one I call Gar Quest. Whenever I do my gar fishing and everything, I like to wear that one. And it's got another, what I call the spirit of the monster fish on the back. These get a lot of attention when I wear these, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, United Lad. Thank you, man. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what we about, man. We about that art life, you know? It's all about art. But, and I match it up with something that would fit with one of my fitteds. I love my fitteds, so I had to put on my Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Star Trek pin on that joint, you know what I'm saying? Ravens up in here. Baltimore. They didn't win, but that's okay. We still rock with number 8. I need me an 8 pin. I need me something shiny like this that's just the number 8. Because that's what I want to put on this hat. Put that on the other side. Put an 8 on it. So when folk be like, You know, they be on their fans stuff like, oh man, Baltimore. I be like, hey, number 8. That shut them up real quick most of the time. They be like, yeah, number 8 is number 8. Yeah, damn right, number 8. Number 8. And the rest of the team, the people he throw the ball to, and the defenders and everybody, they doing the job. They just didn't. Hey, they didn't win. It is what it is. That's football. It's business. There will be other seasons. You know what I'm saying? He's stuck in that long ass contract. Sometimes I wish he wasn't. I wish. And you know, I say wish. You never know what can happen. I'm telling you, man, NFL, please, whatever. It's all business, people. It's business. It's business. Don't get it twisted. You don't think he can't get another contract and they might be like, bump it. It's a bunch of big ballers sitting at a table outbidding each other. Somebody be like, you know what? We want Lamar Jackson on our team. You can't have him. We've already got him on a 5-year contract. Yeah, I'll bump that 5 year. I'll pay out the 5-year contract and double it for him. Double it? You never know. You never know. You never know. Oh man. It's real. It's real. It is so real. It's like, you know, you know, that's another level of money. You're talking billionaires, serious billionaires. They don't care. They're like, yeah, they sitting at a different, whole nother table in the casino you don't even see. You at the slot machines, you at the crap tables, you at the regular tables out there with the security in there. They in a back room with sealed doors and 10 people at a table. You don't even see that table. Private room, man. It's a whole nother reality. You just got to understand it for what it is. Yeah, I see people get so emotional about these games. I'm like, look, man, that era is over for me. I don't care. I just like cool-ass emblems, all right? I'm an artist. I like cool-ass emblems, art. And you see, this is customized, by the way. I did that. Because if you know the beak is supposed to be usually white and the B is supposed to be in gold, I blacked it out and I put purple on the beak. Because I'm an artist. Because I'm an artist. Yeah. Customization, shawty. But yeah, that's how we do, man. That's how we do. Silver Fox gonna be different. Gonna be different, you understand? We don't talk about being different. We're gonna show you how we do it different. Shout out, speaking of NFL stuff, shout out to good brother, oh, let me get my names. Oh man, just like that. I can see their faces. I hate when I do that. When you see the face and you're trying to say the name and it ain't coming to you. It's gonna come. Will Packer, thank you, excuse me. Thank you to myself. Will Packer and the little sweetheart that everybody loved, gymnast. Damn, I'm forgetting her name. Anyway, if you know who I'm talking about, you know, all you gotta do is look up the new owners in the Falcons organization for Atlanta. First time ever, 2 new black owners. Now, Arthur Blank still runs the whole thing, if you know about the Falcons. Arthur Blank still runs it. But Will Packer, the film producer and director and everything, executive producer, him and this young lady who, is it Dawes? Yeah, I think it is Dawes. Dominique Dawes, yeah. Have bought into the Falcons organization. So now they are part owners of the Falcons. I saw that this morning when I woke up. Give me some damn good news. You need as much good. We need to just bathe in some good news, because golly, is it not hard to keep that on the plate? Sheesh. Condolences to everybody in D.C. dealing with that situation. I ain't gonna speak too much on it. All I'm gonna say is something don't smell right. That's all. I mean, you know, condolences first, because no matter what stuff may be going on, people are dead, you know, and that's the main thing. People just dead over whatever else that might be about. But I was watching the news press conference about it, and it get real old when people talking about we don't have answers, and I don't want to speak on that. Then what the hell? Why you even doing a press conference? It's like, what's the press conference for if you ain't got no details? Just to be like, well, we did what we were. That's what you do when things like this happen. You have a press conference, and you just keep telling the press that we have no new information for you, other than that there was a Black Hawk helicopter that crashes into a civilian plane and possibly killed 60 people, and maybe more. But y'all, you know, start varying the number and all that craziness. Like I say, I don't. In DC right now, military vehicle crash into the, like I said, I ain't gonna speak on nothing. I ain't gonna speak on nothing. I don't have no, like they said in the press. I have no detail. I have no details. But I know my gut don't feel good about this at all. Not at all, damn it, not at all. Oh boy. Anyway, people. Let's switch gears. In other pop news, okay, let's just go through the topics, any and everything that relates to what affects this creative lifestyle that we promote here at ONYXCON. I saw I need to make a short about it, but I saw a short that somebody else did. I can't give the guy credit because I don't know him. I just, how stuff pops up in your algorithm and you're like, okay, what's this? And because they know that we do comic book related stuff first forever because of being a Comic-Con before we were anything else that we do, it popped up in my feed on Instagram, and this brother was talking about how some fans are mad at Anthony Mackie right before Captain America Brave New World comes out, which of course he stars as the new, and has been for a while, Captain America. All right. So Mackie, and I'm not quoting, I'm loosely quoting what the statement was. I read the article that he referenced in the guy's post, and in so many words, he just said that the word America in Captain America, it's bigger than that, like what the character represents to him, and just basically all these incredible values that it should be about and everything, in so many words. I got the statement. I knew exactly what my brother was saying as soon as he said it. As soon as I read it, I said, okay, I know exactly what he's saying. There's nothing to be misinterpreted, but I know it's going to get misinterpreted. As soon as you say the word America, and you don't just say yippee hooray, no matter what, after what you say, then, oh, hell no, all the bizarros come out. And they start yelling bizarro. If you know DCU character, and we reference that a lot here, for this current situation we're dealing with this administration and all this other nonsense on the earth, yeah, that's Bizarro World. That's what we call that. As a collective whole of all the political, social, and otherwise upheavals that keep us from living our best life, that's Bizarro World. Folks that don't do real math, reject real history, push hate, say that they're not pushing hate, back it up with God bless this and God bless that, and always talking some Christian rhetoric, but ain't nothing about what they do Christian in the sense of what that's supposed to be. So in that same sense of what I just said, that's how this statement from Mackie was. It's like, everything this country don't be on point. So let's, we can take it beyond that and they didn't see that. So the guy who did this post made easy work of these idiots by giving direct, it got sweeter than I thought it was going to get. I knew he was going to tear it apart for their stupidity and them being mad at this actor for saying this the way he said it. But he first went and referenced where Chris Evans, the white, guy who played Captain America first, had pretty much said the same thing with more direct. Nothing about this place is perfect. This country got a lot of issues. In so many words, he said even more. It wasn't even, like dancing around it, kind of sort. It was Chris Evans pretty much said what Mackie was saying with more words, more. Okay. He gave you more, and then to make it even worse, just to knock it out the park. Since everybody want to be so Americana, let's play baseball. That's the home run sound. There it goes. Out the field. It's gone. Yeah, here's when he knocked it out the field, right? That man said, and then if you go back to issue, I said, oh no, he ain't about to, that comic book world, that always kills most debates, because people who don't read the comics and who are not that level of fan can't name issue numbers. And these fools so crazy, they'll go to page number on your ass if you keep playing now. It started sounding like, quoting Bible verses. Folks be like, okay, in the book of Captain America, issue number, And he showed the panels where the artists and writers in Marvel Comics, and probably from what I would judge by the way the style of the art, I would give it the 60s, if not 70s, probably 70s. He made some statements, probably 70s. He made some statements as a character, written official canon in the comic books, the white version of Captain America, the only one most people know about, but I got some more for your ass on that, by the way. Are you really ready to learn today? Edutainment is in the house, okay? He said, all right, he pretty much said, the character said, in so many words, a Chris Evans level comment, of Anthony Mackie level comment about how this country's got a lot of problems, and if it don't get those things right, none of it's worth a damn. And like I say, loosely quoting, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to do the short. I already got clips of the clip, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that together, a little bit of what I'm saying right now, and make that a short for y'all. So if you really care to see it for yourself, and if you care to go find the issues, because more than likely they went up in value just like that. See, that's the other thing about business, and this country is one big ass business. Do you understand that controversy sells, and that just from that reference of the actual books where Captain America in real canon, written by white men of a white character, said that this country got problems, and that he don't represent that when he called himself Captain America? He don't represent racism. He don't represent that bullshit. Okay? All right? Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. These maggots types, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that kind of truth. Because they just have a general idea about everything that's based on not actual research or anything. It's just, it's a feeling. It's like, well, I feel like if you mention Captain America, he ought to be all about what, folks? Running everything, and let's just get all them blacks out of here and all them other ones out of here. And the only ones that's good to us is ones that's like Herschel Walker. We like him. We like that boy right there. Because I can still call him a boy. He just agreeing. I like him. I like that boy. Yeah, they like that. They don't like when you know who the hell you really are, and you don't know who humanity is, and you don't know who the human family is. See, they don't like when you know that, when you know who the human family is. They don't like that. Nah, they don't like that. They don't like that connection back to all of us being one. Oh, hell, get out of here with that. We fell out the sky. We're gods. We're goddesses. We're there. Shut up. Grow up. Damn, what's wrong with y'all, man? You gonna keep playing around with the sauce. You got your own folk that's fed up. Folk in your so-called construct of race that's fed up with this lie, man. I see it every day. Some conscious white folk out here that's like, look, man, I'm cool with everybody, and I ain't with this BS. They ain't with it. Y'all need to calm the hell down and chill out. Y'all need to calm down and chill out. For real. Enough been enough. It's out of control. So, you see the silliness, you see the attitude, you see all the anger for no freaking real reasons, because these people don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. They just reactionary idiots. Like, do you understand that that there was a book that came out called Truth with Kyle Baker as the artist? And I like Kyle Baker. He did another book called King David, about David in the Bible. You should check. If you're one of those religious types, you should definitely check that out. But you'll probably be scared of it, because Kyle has multiple styles in his artistry, in his illustration styles. And one of them, and I say, some of us who have many styles, like I do the same thing as a visual artist. I've always had many styles. But in the key of, like a piano key, in the key of his Disney-like style, Kyle Baker has this style that looks like a Disney movie. And that's what he did King David in my opinion. That style was in that. And it was a beautiful book. I loved it. I got that book. It's a beautiful book. I love that book. Hilarious. Accurate enough to what it would have been. And I love that all the people were depicted as the complexions and features that they most likely were. They looked to be Afro-Asiatic peoples, okay, as they would have been. They had brown complexions, they had variations of facial features, but would have looked like a lot of modern day from Ethiopia, a lot of the Eastern African countries, the Horn area, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Eritrea, okay, on into the Middle East. If you were to mix all that together, that's kind of like what, and then the Middle East can be a lot of different looks, because there's people in the Middle East that look like all the people in the Horn that I just mentioned, but people don't know. They just, they get fed one or two images and they like, that's how the people supposed to look on it. And you idiots, travel, get a freaking passport and go somewhere with your dumb ass. You don't know nothing. You ain't seen nothing. And ain't living it. Just talking, just running your damn mouth. Who gives a shit what you think? Have you seen it? No, I ain't know. Can't even spell. You got fools talking about Kansas City and saying congratulations to the state of Kansas. This is an actual quote from Bizarro himself. How can you justify that level of stupidity? Wouldn't some in your head from just hearing it over and over and over, say it on the news, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. You would know it's in Missouri. No, this idiot says the state of Kansas. Lord have mercy. God almighty have mercy. But this is who some folk want in charge. You out your freaking mind, Bizarro, 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 Bizarro. Idiots. Anyway. But Kyle Baker's book, King David, is great. Now, I mention him again, like I said, because he did a book that was called Truth from Marvel Comics. And it told the truth. See, back when this book came out, the Republicans hadn't started taking our words, our phrases, and turning them against black folk and other folk who knew what the hell we meant when we said woke. They hadn't done that yet, so that had been that time. Oh, this book is too woke. What is this? What do you mean truth? Why is it called truth? Because it's the freaking truth, you stupid ass. That's why. And they rewrote in new history about Captain America, which was brilliant and very historically likely for what you created fantastically. It's all fantasy. It's all fantasy, but fantasy is always based on reality, the best of it. And the rest of it is the stuff that y'all think you love, but I can name a whole bunch of offshoot movies that try to be Star Wars or try to be Star Trek or try to be the greatest things that everybody loves, and you're gonna be like, what? You probably ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna care. About the imitators, I'm talking about originator mentality. I'm talking about folks who come up with the real stuff. They base it on real stuff. That's why it works. And then their stuff sometimes is even based on lesser known, lesser popular, well known, well developed, well artistry based. If you don't know who Kurosawa was in Japanese film history, you don't really know your Jedi history as a Star Wars fan. So shut up on that too. See, it goes deep. You can't be a racist. You can't. You won't learn nothing. You won't get the point. You cannot be a racist. It's the dumbest shit you could ever do. It limits your whole capacity to function on a worldly level and be respected in all rooms. But, as I say all the time, if you base your economy on a fear-based economy surrounded by money, power, respect, money, power, respect, money, that is bullshit. There is no money first. There's respect first, always. And you ain't gotta believe or go by what I'm saying. Just live long enough the other way, and you will pay for your decisions, or your family will. Somebody will pay for you putting money first. Guaranteed, every single time. Because respect is in tune with the universe blessed. It's all about nature. It's all about a relationship, the rest of nature. Are you in tune with the rest? I said rest because you're a mammal. You are an animal. We are animals. Kill all that eugenics ass bullshit conversation about who's inferior. It's garbage. It's human ego garbage. And it's white supremacy mind state. Bullshit. Get on some realness for once in your life. Don't die a freaking fool. Get on some realness. So in this book, written and drawn by people who wanted to present some realness, they shared that in the time of when a character like Captain America would have been developed, they would not have produced a serum that was risky to put in a human body and see if it would make a kid that was scrawny and not strong into a muscle-bound war machine. So who would they test it on first? Black soldiers, like the Tuskegee experiment. You don't know what it is? Look it up. And that's what they based the story on. When they gave black men's diseases in Tuskegee as a biological experiment paid for by the U.S. government at the time. That's what truth gave you. And that's why they called it truth. They was like, if this happened, this would be the truth of it. And that's what made it such an incredible book. Now, I often said the one thing I didn't like about Truth, and again, I say I love Kyle Baker's art, but he has many keys, and he has a style he does where it's super loose and super cartoony, kind of rough, kind of, these are all, you know, observations of a style. That's all I can say to make it clear about that. By no means am I saying I even like that style in its own regard. It has a flair to it. It's unique. You see it, you know it's Kyle Baker. But I do think Marvel did on purpose, knowing that this would be a hard, bitter pill to swallow for. They know their market. They know they got a bunch of racist white boys that still support their comic book empire. They know that, and they know they got progressive, intelligent, liberal-minded, woke, true woke, black, white, Latin, I said black, white too, Asian, Latin, everybody that loves it. But they also know they got them other types because they know their history, and they know that during the time when they first started, some of them worked at Marvel too. Come on, goddammit, let's get all the way real. Some of these people have always been present in companies that old. So they know they built a certain kind of audience, and they don't want to totally, you know, push that, you know, if that's, let's just, for the sake of conversation, say that's 20% of their market, and they know the rest of it is 80%, which is why Marvel's so beloved by most people, because they tend to be more in tune with that, more woke on the right side of history, more woke on the better side of reality, more diversity, more inclusion side of their market. They know they got that kind of market, so they cater to that more so. But they also understand they got that other market. So they like, yeah, okay, we're going to play the game a little bit here. We're going to get all the money. So with the kind of artists that get assigned to books, they got I mean, every style of art you can think of is in the Marvel arsenal, so to speak. And I feel like, and a lot of people had problems with Kyle Baker. They didn't know who Kyle Baker was. Honestly, I didn't know who he was until that book came out. But in doing research, and when I realized it was a black man who had been in the biz for a while, I said, oh, snap, wow, I didn't know that, you know. And I actually met Kyle. I met Kyle. Cool as hell, cool dude. He signed my King David book. Thank you, Kyle. But I feel like Kyle was strategically put on that book because if we make it cartoony, even though we're making some very serious statements in this book, it won't be taken as serious as if we use somebody with a style that's more realistic, more chiseled out, the image of Captain America they're used to, but we're gonna give him this black guy who was the first one, Isaiah Washington, the first Captain America. We're gonna give him that. Now they'll lose they might jump off some buildings, and we won't get that comic book money next month. Let's make it. Let's give it a little. Let's water it down just enough with style, and it still didn't work. Shit. If they had Greg Land do it, which I would have loved to see it in that kind of style. Matter of fact, I think the book should be redone with some somebody who draws on that level of precision, lining, and detail. And give it to my man. I mean, I got a lot of black artist friends who work in the industry who could do that book. I mean, matter of fact, you can make it an anthology. Everybody get a page. Make it a Black History event. Redo truth. Now that we're in an era where I feel like woke now is a new market. Like, you can make a decision, Marvel. You can be like, bump them. You really want to make it clear that you don't give a damn what these assholes think anymore. We're going to move on without you. Give it to Eric Battle and Stephen Harris. Give it to my friends, people I know that are killing it, and even ones I haven't ever met. You know, oh my gosh, so many people, I swear to gosh. I tell you what, get you a copy of Black Comics and hire everybody in the book, including me, and let us all get a page, and woo! And then you're going to get even some pages that'll be that cartoony style, graffiti flared style, which could be any style, but I'm saying, like, if you know graffiti hip-hop art and characters that are usually associated with that, there's about 5 or 6 general categories, and then there's anything you can put on a wall if you got the skills to do it. You know what I mean? So it would be a hell of an anthology. But I know you would get more of, you know, you would get folks straight up doing painter portrait level art, all the way back down to super Teen Titans, the kid cartoon level looking stuff. I mean, they could be any and all of that, right? But, you know, because Kyle was chosen back then to do this, like I said, I think it was strategic, and it still backfired. It didn't make that pill no easier to swallow for the racist types. And as you can see with movies, an artist comes out and makes a statement who's in the he is the character. You still got a problem with what he said when the white guy who plays him before he did said more than what he said in the same intent. And make it even worse, the character said it his damn self in the book. You don't get no better than that, y'all. That's when you got to realize you got to stop worrying about what they think. You got to stop worrying about markets and stop putting money first and put respect first. Respect, power, money, and we can heal. Time out for the bullshit. Don't allow the troll in the room. Cut them off.